Now, Mr. Trump understood that in this changing world, Americans were being squeezed. And he was right about that. And you should understand that we're still in that situation, and Mr. Trump is president. Now, Mr. Trump understood that in this changing world, Americans were being squeezed. And he was right about that. And you should understand that we're still in that situation, and Mr. Trump is president because of it. Here's how it works. Every empire, as it goes down, has the following procedure of handling it. The people at the top, the rich and the powerful, respond to the decline following procedure of handling it. Every empire, as it goes down, has the following procedure of handling it. The people at the top, the rich and the powerful, respond to the decline by saying, oh, this is terrible, but not for me. The top always offloads the difficulties and burdens of a decline onto those people less powerful and less rich than themselves. The emperor in Rome didn't suffer the way the average people did. The emperor in Persia or the emperor in Greece, it doesn't matter. All the empires show the same phenomena. Those at the top hold on, work harder than they used to hold on. Persia or the emperor in Greece, it doesn't matter. All the empires show the same phenomena. Those at the top hold on, work harder than they used to hold on, because they know damn well it's going down. And who can't do that are the people who don't have much power. Hold on, work harder than they used to hold on, because they know damn well it's going down. And who can't do that are the people who don't have much power and the people who don't have much wealth. And so the working class has to be, one way or another, squeezed as you go down. And we, you, me, we're all being squeezed. And in one way or another, squeezed as you go down. And we, you, me, we're all being squeezed. And so the working class has to be, one way or another, squeezed as you go down. And we, you, me, we're all being squeezed. And in our naivete, we turn to the Republican and Democratic Party, protect us. They can't. Oh, they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. You know that, we live in that. But they can't do anything. Because the only real thing to do would be to say honestly to the people, well, our empire's going down, it's going to be a hard thing, and maybe we all ought to get together to try to get through this difficulty together. Oh, that would be an interesting idea. We'd have a name like, I don't know, socialism. That would be rational. But we don't live rationally.
Shalom, shalom to the elect of Yasharala. All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the legmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel, man, coming out of our Bible. And you already know your only power, your only strength is who Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. If you're an Israelite, call on those names. Yahweh. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahushai is His Son. And without those names, man, what? You are lost. You're still in a dead state, right? You're still without understanding. You're still without wisdom. That's the problem with our people. They don't have no understanding. They don't have no wisdom. And they don't know what the hell is going on in this society, man. This is the end of this man's society, the end of this man's world, right? That's why there's such a squeeze, like my man said, on the people, a squeeze on the people, right? And all through who? The power of the Lord. It's really the Lord putting a squeeze on you wicked ass people of this society through what? The rulers of this society. Right? You're looking at the end of all these wicked things. It says here in the book of 1 Peter 4 verse 7, it says, but the end of all things is at hand. The end of what? This man's rulership. The end of a loudmouth woman. Right? The end of these wicked ass young children. Demons, little monsters. Right? The end of oppression. The end of depression for who? Israelites. Don't forget, we talking about Israelites. This is the end of all these things and the beginning of what? The kingdom of heaven that's about to be introduced to this earth when Yahweh Shai returned to set order. Because right now you got the wicked, he beareth rule. And that's why the people are what? Mourning. The people are mourning. It says 1 Peter 4 and 7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Yeah, you better watch and you better pray. Because all hell is breaking loose under who? DJT. DJT, right? They talk about the end of benefits for you low-income house people, right? And we ain't talking about just blacks, Hispanics. We talking about anybody who's dealing with this man system, who done went down to Egypt for help, who's trusting in Esau for assistance, right? You look at the Edomites, and hey man, their mind is different. A lot of them trying to get out of this man system because they seen these things coming, right? You done became a, how can we say, a dope fiend to this man system. That's you Jakes in the society, man. A lot of you depend on this man, Section 8, public aid, Medicare, food stamp, supplements, right, for different things, right? But you look not unto the Holy One of Israel. That's why the Lord put DJT in office, to put an end of all these so-called benefits for you so-called poor people, right? It says ending SNAP food benefits, right? They talking about child support. If a woman got a motherfucking dude paying, she got somebody paying, whoever's paying the child support, they can file for that child. That cuts you women out of the how can we say, the narrative. A lot of you women, you won't be able to do that no more, where you getting you got children, 4, 5, 6 children, you collected money for doing absolutely nothing. You don't even raise your children right. That's why the Lord taking everything from you wicked assholes here in Babylon the Great. I'm reading the book of Isaiah 31 and 1. It says, woe unto you that go down to Egypt for help. Who's the main people who went down to Egypt for help? These women. These women. That's why it says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Right? For that vintage shall fail, right? All these necessities you're getting from, all these subsidies you being subsidized to destroy your, help destroy your people. The subsidization to help you destroy your nation, right? That's why you got a whole thing and she's high, she's the shit, right? Hot whole summer, hot whole winter. Nigga is broke whole winter right now. It's a bitch living in a car right now. It's a bitch living in a tent right now. I just see one article there, a bitch laying on the fucking cold concrete floor with her babies, right, with her kids, right? The Lord ain't having no mercy on no hoe. I'm reading Isaiah 31 and 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many and in horse. Look at the migrant situation, right? Look at the migrant situation, man. They actually thought that this man was going to let them come here and just millions and millions of people just come invade this man's land, right? This man done took this land through blood and through the sword, and he's ready to protect it to the end, right? Protect it to the motherfucking end, man. Like a war. He's on a warrior path. I told you he's going to go back to that 1400 spirit, that 1500 spirit, that 1600 spirit. It says, woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Yet he also is wise, and he will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is really bringing judgment to this place. So you're looking at the end of a dominant nation, a powerhouse nation, A nation that had the whole earth in fear. Right now, the earth is looking like, man, the fuck? These people are not good people. These people are against everybody. They're all about themselves, right? That's how especially when you got a man like DJT in power. DJT ain't playing around. Boy, he all about that white supremacy. If you can't see, you gotta be a fucking dumb blind motherfucker. Look at his inauguration. Right? Nothing but Klansmen. Right? Nothing but Edomites. It says, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together, right? Prepare for the collapse of Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt, which is Babylon, which is America, right? And prepare for the end of this man's rulership, the end of this man's assistance, subsidizations, right? His little grants, man, you already see they put a freeze on grants, right? They put a freeze on everything. You got this dude, he ain't playing around. Here we go. It says Rubio orders freeze of new funding for nearly all U.S. foreign aid programs. Right? Secretary of State Marco Rubio has sent an order to all U.S. diplomatic and consular posts instructing a pause on all new obligations of funding, pending a review for foreign assistance programs funding by or through the Department of U.S. Aid. Right? What does that mean? Let's see. Let's go into this. It says foreign aid is a transfer of resources from a country with a developed economy to a country in need. Right? So they done cut off funding to all these countries in need. It can take many forms, including money, supplies, service, right? They probably done cut off military service. Right, they done started the coup in the country. Now they cut off funding. So imagine the people who was following that shit. Now they're fucked. Right? It says examples of foreign aid, humanitarian aid. Right? No longer they ain't gonna come and save nobody. They ain't gonna come from a flood, a natural disaster. Right? It says humanitarian aid, short-term relief during emergencies such as providing food and medical care to refugees. Military aid, money or equipment to help country defend itself or maintain sovereignty. I just spoke about that, right? Money given directly from one government to another, often based on political, humanitarian, or strategic interests, because that's what it's all about. Ain't nobody giving nobody nothing, something for nothing, right? I'm not just giving you billions and trillions and I don't get it, nigga. I'm about to set up missiles in your fucking country. I'm about to set up a military base in your country, a depot in your country, and that's what they do. It says funds used to finance a specific project like schools or hospitals. That's a wrap. Right? It says project aid, tide aid, money given on condition that the recipient country spend it on certain goods. Right? Politics. Economic aid, also known as official development assistance, ODA. This type of aid is intended to reduce poverty and promote economic growth. So what's going on? There's going to be more motherfuckers starving. More motherfuckers starving that depend on who? Babylon the Great. Gotta read it again, because it's the topic. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But what? But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Right? They seeking financial assistance from Babylon the Great. And now that Babylon the Great is putting a freeze on everything, America's about to put the freeze on things, the squeeze on things, and guess what? The Lord's gonna have to come back and intervene to help who? The children of Israel. That's how bad it's gonna get out here. It's called the time of Jacob's trouble.